Hey, this is Trish, and today for my Diary of a Struggling Artist, which I have not meant to do so many in a row, but I'm working really hard on my concert as well as, working on, my other jobs. But yeah, working on this concert that I'm doing in October on Irish music. What I wound up working on today is artist agreements and contracts, and this is getting ready for my meeting tomorrow with my musicians, and then Wednesday I meet with my stage manager. And down here people just do stuff. They don't really get contracted, and sometimes it doesn't even matter, because even when you do have a contract, if the producer or director or whoever's running the show wants to rip you off, they can. That has happened to me. That's why when I do workshops, extended workshops, and things like this, like with the concert, is that I want to have at least an artist agreement, because not only does it help protect me, but it does help protect it protects the artists that are involved. There was one situation where having an artist agreement helped me, because one of the people I had to basically kick out of my cast, and she had my stuff. She had the libretto that I gave her and CD and all of that, and that's my property. And the last thing I need is for somebody to take my stuff and then go try and sell it, or post it on the internet, or in terms of trying to claim it as their own. And so it really helped, because I had an artist agreement. I was able to threaten some court action if she didn't bring my stuff back, and that helped. But I've also worked a job. I worked at a casino for a company that was doing a review, and we were contracted, and I was making good money, and the week before we were supposed to open, they didn't pay us, and 2 days, the day before opening night, they fired me. They let some other people go, and then they, canceled the opening night after these two jackass producers had scammed the casino out of about $15,000 more dollars. They said they just had to have for the production. So they didn't pay us, and then turned around, and so that's money they weren't spending, and then they turned around and got about $15,000 out of the casino, saying they just had to have it, and then they literally skipped town. So contracts and artist agreements are very, very important. They actually protect you. Now there are ways that contracts will screw you over, and just going through this process today of writing up these artist agreements, that I want the artist to feel protected. I don't want them to feel like, oh my God, it's a contract, and I'm, suddenly bound and gagged by legalities. That's, I'm keeping it really simple, but things are just laid out, like, rehearsal starts on time, show up on time, what they're getting paid per rehearsal. Rehearsals last a certain amount of time, and this actually protects them. If I call them to a rehearsal, and and if I want to make an 8-hour rehearsal, I can't do that, because I have that the rehearsals are in 4-hour blocks. That protects them. I am all in favor of unions when it comes to artistry. And working in the arts. Unions serve a purpose, and so I'm trying to approach this from that perspective of protecting the artist, because I'm an artist too. I'm trying to, I'll be performing, and so I certainly don't want an 8-hour straight rehearsal. So even though this is not a professional gig in that respect, it is a professional gig because people are getting paid, and the quality is going to be amazing. I'm just really, really hoping that my artists, when I show them this tomorrow, that they're not scared. So I'm trying to just keep it really simple, but it's simple things that should be in every contract, but they should be written in such a way that it does protect both the company, in this case me, and the artist. So that's what I'm working on today, and it's just been heavy on my brain how to make sure that this seems fair, because I don't want to scare my artists off. I mean, if my musicians say, you know what, I don't want to sign anything, because they're not used to signing things. They're used to getting ripped off from everybody, and I don't want them to feel that with me, or just the idea that here I am offering this this artist agreement that actually guarantees they're getting paid, and it guarantees certain work hours, that they won't be asked to work more than 4 hours at a time. I mean, I'm guaranteeing that this is going to, and they could take me to, they could sue me. If I make them work 4 hours and 5 minutes in a row, they could sue me because the artist agreement clearly says, so it's, yeah, so it's a little bit of, not trepidation, but just, I want them to see that this is, this protects them. It also helps, legitimize the professional caliber of my show. And I will also have, I'm looking at it right now on the screen, artist agreements for my singers. And, I'm looking at a lot of different things, because I was actually talking to a guy today about coming down from New York to help with the live streaming of this, because I've never done anything like that with live streaming. And so, so sorry, that doing the live streaming, that's new, and I have to have a contract with them. I have to have a contract with the venue. In fact, I have to go to the venue and finalize the contract tomorrow. I've got it. And so every other aspect of this, I have to have contracts because I'm legally bound. And so, just to keep everything on the professional up and up, we've got working on this artist agreement for my musicians and the singers, and I just hope they see the value in it. And going through this, I've been thinking, what, I could teach a course on contracts and, things to look out for. So I might be doing some videos on that too, because, companies just love to screw over the artists. Artists always get screwed, So anyway, all right, so this is taking much, much longer. As usual, it's taken much longer than I had anticipated. So anywho, so I will let you go, but yeah, just sharing this journey of how to get an event on stage, and hopefully at least not lose lots of money, because that happens a lot when artists try and do this stuff and they're not really prepared to do it. So anyway, so today is all about contracts and protecting the company as well as protecting the artist. So I have to get back to work because I have to have these ready for my meeting tomorrow, and I will see you later. Bye.